At this point, we have concluded an intensive effort, our Speak Out campaign that many of you have seen around the state of Ohio. And we're pleased to say that as of today, we have submitted 5,373 comments from Ohioans in favor of these rules. I think Holly's going to demonstrate this by dumping these out onto the table here. These are comment cards, and we also received many comments online from people, and we just thought that the physical manifestation of this would probably make the point better than just saying a number. These are the voices of Ohioans. This is what they've had to say, speaking in favor of these rules, and many of them have had very specific things to say. And I'd like to read some of their comments because these are the voices from our communities. Laura Morey in Cincinnati wrote, quote, "It seems that no matter what we do, the banks issuing the credit cards continually shorten the time periods and find new ways to assess fees that can sometimes kick one over the limit, even if it's only $1 for one day, so that more fees can be assessed. It's a vicious cycle, and they're garnering huge profits." Michael Erskine in White House wrote, quote, "I had a credit card that would change the payment due date almost monthly without notice, and if my payment was not there by U.S. mail at 10 a.m., it was late." James Viviani in Lakewood wrote, quote, "Why should they be able to raise my interest rate with no warning and charge me more for purchases I already made under the previously agreed upon rate? It borders on predatory behavior, and it has to stop." Catherine White in Athens wrote, quote, "I dream of the day that I will be able to pay off my credit card balances and try to remain hopeful that I will live to see that day. However, since my credit card contract allows the company to raise my rates and other terms for any reason or no reason at all, I live in fear that my rates may be raised to the point that my debt will be the only financial legacy I leave to my children." Finally, James Durant in Newark wrote, "I recently received a notice from Chase stating that my credit card payment was late. I found this interesting because I had set up automatic payment. When I talked to the bank, they told me they retained the right to change the payment due date. And in this case, what they said that's what happened. Because of this, they raised my interest rate to 28% and refused to lower it to the original rate." So we have had, as I said, over 5,000 of these comments that we have submitted to the federal agencies today. And we expect that that will make a substantial difference in making sure that those in favor of these credit card rules are heard, that their voices are recognized, and that we do get these rules adopted. The time frame apparently is sometime by the end of this year. I also want to say, and I want to thank local governments across Ohio, because city councils and counties many of them adopted resolutions supporting this effort. In the end, there were 57 local governments across Ohio who adopted resolutions supporting this effort. All of those have also been conveyed to the Federal Reserve and the other agencies. Those entities, and we took out any double counting, for example, if we had Cuyahoga County and also Lakewood and Euclid, we did not double count those citizens. They represent 4.8 million Ohioans whose local governments spoke up on their behalf in favor of adopting these rules as is. So we just wanted to announce the results of this campaign, and we wanted to spread the word that it was a very successful effort for Ohioans to be heard in Washington. And we are very hopeful that this will affect the federal regulators, just as it affects me when I read these comments, to understand the importance of this and follow through on what they have begun. So